All right. Good afternoon, we're back. We have Microsoft Flight Simulator activated here, and we are going to try to activate Sim Toolkit Pro, see if we can get some landing gases in this thing. New update is ready to install. Okay, we'll do that afterwards. The update has been downloaded. All right. Let's go ahead and update it then. We are achievement hunting. One day we want to have 100% achievements for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're going to try the ILS Landing achievement. And for the purposes of that, we are going to take a Cessna 172 Skyhawk of the G1000, the Garmin G1000 avionics suite. Is that what those things are called? What the heck is Sim Toolkit? Is it Pro now? Let's see. Properties. Okay, open file location. There it is. Let's see if it starts up. Doing its thing. Going from Kilo Mike Papa Romeo McPherson to Kilo Sierra Lima November Salina Regional Airfield. It's 35 nautical miles, about 24-minute flight. We're here in the East USA server. All players, live traffic, live weather and time. It looks overcast. Whoa! And Sheepa coming in with Rambo Bo Boom. Good afternoon, Sheepa. Skippers. Sheepa. And we'll be flying over the Coronado Heights Castle. What the heck is this place? Is it in Colorado? East of Colorado. It's near Wichita. Is this Kansas? Alright. I'm basically following this little guide that I found on the internet about getting this achievement, the ILS achievement. It probably doesn't matter what airfield you do, but I'm just following the guide, so I'm going to do what they want me to do. Sim Toolkit Pro seems to be taking its time. Seems to have crashed, actually. Let's try to open it up again. Yep, Steam achievements. This is one of them, the ILS achievement. So Sim Toolkit Pro said there was an update, it installed it, and then it here, let's see. Let's try to install it again, see what happens. Oh, now the bot said it joined. Getting all confused, the computer. I apparently never asked the towered airport for landing clearance. I just plop it down wherever there is room. Or don't land at towered. A lot of the airfields I land at don't have towers. But for the purposes of this, we're going to... I'm not sure if you need to have a... There's always tower in ILS airports. I would assume so, because there's a whole system there to be maintained, so I would assume there'd be a tower there, but I don't know. Still giving me a black screen, Sim Toolkit Pro. Gonna quit it. Yes, me too. I definitely flew for more than 8 hours straight, and I don't have that achievement, but in a prop plane. But maybe the sim crashed. I don't know if it crashed in between or not. So that is frustrating. And I think I'm speaking of achievements. They're called achievements, like on the right side of the stream over there. Let's just go and download a fresh version of Sim Toolkit Pro and see if that works. All right, downloaded. Running. Maybe I have to restart Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's do that. Oh, we'll wait a little bit. 300 miles from parking to parking. How have I never done that? Probably because you didn't start from... Did you start from parking? And you probably have to ask the tower for permission and ask them where they want you to park and actually go and park where they tell you, I would assume. I'm not sure. That'd be a nice one to do as well. Why the heck is Steam Toolkit Pro just giving me a black screen? Let's cancel this music off. Let's concentrate on this. Hey, Matt. Having issues with Sim Toolkit Pro here. Doesn't want to start up without giving me a black screen. Trying to sort that out before we start this flight here. I'm experimenting with a different camera setup here. Is off to the side, so the track IR is by itself up here. I can actually see a bit of my stick here. I can actually show you my setup this way in a little more easy manner. If the camera doesn't stop. There you go. VKB setup. The throttle here. And one day maybe I'll set up all this mode stuff here. I don't use it. Oh, it joined, but I get a black screen. Let's try to restart Microsoft Flight Simulator. And see if that helps. Maybe it's getting confused because the Microsoft Flight Simulator is open. Close window. Local disk. Sim Toolkit Pro. I mean, it said it has joined, but I can't. I just get a black screen. I can't click, which means that I can't click on the connect to sim. So even though it says it joined, it's not connected to sim. We'll try to figure it out. Flight simulators, technical troubleshooting. Just another day at the office here. Happy Monday, by the way. I'll do a quick search. Sim Toolkit Pro Walt. Start. You know what we'll do? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna remove the program. Add remove program. Uninstall. That's done. Then we downloaded the latest version. Now we're going to set it up. It looks like they changed the way... In one of the recent updates, they changed the way the installation works. I don't know much about the way Windows installs stuff, but I know that there's many different ways. Some are MSI files, some are executables. But whatever way this is using to install, just gives me a black screen. Maybe I just have to wait a little longer for this black screen to actually load up the sim. And while I wait for that, I'm gonna look at their troubleshooting frequently asked questions page. Alright, I think what we're going to have to do this is we're not going to have any landing guesses. And I'm just going to do the stream because the last thing I tried that I haven't tried yet is restart the system, but that would mean restarting the stream. I don't want to do that. So no Sim Toolkit Pro today, unfortunately. I'm going to close it. Let me remove the landing thing from the title. And we're just going to go without Sim Toolkit Pro, and I'll troubleshoot that off stream. I bet that if I restart the PC, it'll be fine, but not enough time to do that. We do have enough time to try to get this instrument landing system achievement. We're gonna take off from Kilo Mike Papa Romeo, and we're gonna be about flying for about 25 minutes to land on Kilo Sierra Lima November. We're gonna take a Cessna 172 of the G1000 system and see if we can get on that ILS glide slope and touch down using the ILS system to get this achievement. Eventually we're going to get back to NeoFly and some old airline and old airplane route. That's in the cards. But we are still in testing mode of Microsoft Flight Simulator streams. I did have a lot of issues with it before. I've done a bunch of troubleshooting, and the last thing that I did that seems to have stabilized the streams a lot is purchasing a fan, a computer fan, to put underneath my wireless internet service provider router, which is now cool to the touch and it used to be really hot. So I think I was having issues with overheating. And if that got fixed, then maybe Microsoft Flight Simulator streams will be in the cards again, more of these. So we're like Kilo Mike Papa Romeo to Kilo Sierra Lima November. $18 past 2 past midday here. This is 1418 hours and 18 minutes. Weather in Michigan, sort of a haze. There were fires in Alberta, far northwest of here, from here in Canada, days ago. They're still raging, I think so. There's been the smoke getting up in the atmosphere, and the sun looks like something out of Mars. Kilo Mike Papa Romeo. and we can just start from the runway. And we're gonna go to Kilo Sierra Lima November. Kilo Sierra Lima November. Is that the one I wanted? Kilo Mike Papa Romeo. Kilo Sierra Lima November. About 30-minute flight, 40 nautical miles. All right. Well, let's make sure that I'm gonna click. That's fine, but I want to make sure that true to life is set, because you need to have that set for this achievement to be doable. I'm gonna clear the chat here so that this SimToolkit Pro message doesn't confuse people, because it's not running now. And if you want to see what I'm doing, I'm basically following this true achievements little.
Kilo Mike Papa Romeo traffic HYPRTXTHERO 1 taking off runway 18 departure to the south.
All right, feels good to be back in the cockpit again. All right. All right, let's follow this guide. Okay. Let's make sure in the options, all right, the true to life, wait, not control, but assistance options. They're basically true to life. There you go. All right. All right, we don't need to do the checklist. And then, all right. Oh, I didn't do that low altitude runways. Let's go back and do it again. I got a little confused by the whole SimToolkit Pro brouhaha. Okay, Kilo Mike Papa Romeo. All right. And Kilo Sierra Lima November. All right, and then it says under aircraft selection window, you should see the default drop down that says VFR Direct. Oh, there it is. Okay, VFR Direct. Go ahead and click on the drop down, select low altitude airways under instrument flight rules. Oh, I never even saw this little drop down here. Low altitude airways, okay. Ah, look at that. High altitude. It changes the whole. Oh, what did it change? Why does it change the nautical miles? Ah, because that one is over there. There's different waypoints. Interesting. Okay, okay. IFR, instrument flight rules, low altitude airways. There's these little waypoints or something. We're gonna be flying over. This is probably a little farm strip. So you can divert there if there's an issue. Then over here, there's Lenin. Whatever that is. I don't know what that symbology means. Let's see. Is there a key here? What all this stuff means. And then finally we reach Kilo Sierra Lima November over there. All right, let's click fly. Oh, I forgot something else. There was something else should have done there. Okay, this is cool. This whole instrument flight roll thing is totally new to me. Let's do it one more time. Let's follow the rules. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves here. There's the Jenny, beautiful, flying over Monument Valley. Okay, Kilo Mike Papa Romeo 2 Kilo Sierra Lima November Selena, and then we're gonna go low instrument flight rules, low altitude airways, and then we're gonna go under here, arrivals direct and approach. Here we go. Wow, okay, ILS is set there. So before you even get in the plane, I guess for this achievement you probably need to do this stuff. I don't know if you really need to do it, but I'm just following a guide about it. But it's interesting to learn about these other parts of the sim. RNAV 35, okay. RNAV 35. RNAV 35, alright. So basically, I believe that what we're telling the sim is that we want to have a flight plan that take us through low altitude airways. You know, we're not in some freaking Boeing or Airbus flying all the way up there at 30,000 feet and above. We're down here in a small little Textron Aviation Cessna 172 Hawk of the Sky, but we're telling the computer we want a flight plan that puts us in this instrument landing system approach. Oh look, it's Nick and Dodo's over there already. It's coming in from the other side. No idea what the fuck that is. I just started from parking requested clearance to get the look straight out. That's usually me, you know. I usually don't care about all this stuff, but I'm trying to get the achievement, okay? I want an achievement. I want to feel like I achieved something in Microsoft Flight Simulator today. So, all right. You should now see pop for your flight level as the route. Hit fly. Okay, thank you. And Vasconcelos, now that we're gonna have the sound escape from the video game, we can shortly turn off the soundscape from the web browser.
Kilo Mike Papa Romeo traffic HYPRTXTHERO 1 taking off runway 18 departure.
I agree with you, Matt, and I have used Little Navmap before, and we are going to be using Little Navmap a lot more as soon as we get our NeoFly pilot career going again. I'm going to be using once I get that going and I'm comfortable with my workflow of this again. There's so many moving parts of this, but once I'm comfortable with the workflow again, I do plan on actually publishing flight plans before the stream. Like under hypertextual.com, you'll be able to download the flight plan and load it up to Microsoft Flight Simulator by just downloading and pressing spacebar, I think it is, on the map, and selecting it and loading it up, and getting back to grips with Little Navmap, which is a wonderful piece of software. All right, okay, let's follow these instructions here. Vasconcelos can pause the other soundscape. We are in our little our small Cessna 172 here. And I am following this guide, so let's see what they say to do next. Once on the runway, turn the big altitude knob. Set your altitude on your primary flight display as 4,000 feet, and then take off. Okay, so let's try to see if we can do that. I think that's the altitude right here. We also have it right here. We want it at 4,000 feet. That's at 4,000 feet over there. All right, good to go. Check traffic. We have a slight slight tailwind there. No, actually, never mind. It's I always get confused by that. It's a slight crosswind coming from our left hand side there. We're about 13 knots of wind. Center track IR. Give her full power. Put the brakes out. Oh, I don't think we really need flaps. I'm feeling that wind here. Rotating. Does feel quite a bit heavier than the 152, this plane. I'm so used to flying the 152. And we're airborne. Got a little bit of airspeed and a little more height, and then we'll turn towards our destination, which is behind us right now. Let's do a climbing turn to the left here. I'm gonna check sound levels seem okay. Coming to 2,000 feet. We're heading more or less the direction we want to go. There's the airfield we took off from. Some nice scattered clouds, storms in the distance over there to the west. To the north where we're headed, it looks relatively clear. And we have storms behind us to the south as well. A storm cloud right here. Might get a little bit of rain going underneath it. We'll try to level off at 4,000 feet, and then we'll see if we remember how to turn on autopilot on this thing, and then go back to the guide and keep following the instructions. Refamiliarize myself with this cockpit. Strobe is on. We can turn the landing lights off. Feels good to be flying a little general aviation airplane again. I hope the stream is smooth. The connection seems good so far. I miss the regular flight simulator streams. Do have quite a bit of work this up until end of July. But if I can get something in my schedule that works, could have more regular streams of this game. Again, especially if the connection is smooth and stable. Alright, let's see if I remember where the autopilot is on this. I think that's gonna be tricky. There it is. AP. I could put heading select. Let's make it match our magenta line, and let's click on heading. Let's click autopilot and see what it does. It does its thing. Think it's doing its thing? Damn, are you going vertical? Such climbing. Yeah, it's like better than a BF-109, huh? All right, I think we're on heading select of the autopilot. Let me out tab and take a look at the guide. Once you've established a couple of hundred feet above the runway, go ahead and press these 3 buttons on the autopilot control header. Okay, autopilot on, nav, navigation mode, VS, vertical speed on. Okay, AP, nav, and VS. Okay, let's follow those instructions and see what happens. I like to keep my head out so I can see what's going on out there while I'm doing this, because otherwise we might crash, you know. Let's do it like that. Autopilot we already turned on. Nav, navigation mode. There it is, nav. Navigation mode. Okay, and the little GPS appears up there. And VS, vertical speed on. VS, vertical speed on. There it is, VS. It's nav. Now the autopilot is doing its thing for us to intercept the magenta line there. It's trying to get back to our plotted course. And since we press the vertical speed in the button, this thing, that means it's climbed over to, it's going to try to maintain our designated altitude that we had set by turning this knob over here, the altitude knob. Then it changed that little cyan number over there, and we're about 20 feet above it, but the plane is maneuvering currently to intercept that line. So once it intercepts the line, it's probably going to stabilize over there. That's my guess. Looking pretty good. Very flat land over here east of the Rockies. I think we're in Kansas. To the west there, far that direction, the Rocky Mountains, Colorado, etc. The Shining and all that stuff. I am seeing a little bit of a... I think I have basically firewall, put my throttle to the firewall here. Let's notch it back a little bit. You can see the fuel flow, gallons per hour probably. Oil pressure is good, oil temperature is good. I don't remember what VAC is. I think something about the temperature of the exhaust or something. I don't remember what that means. And you can see here on this graph, there's another little, now that we have this type of a flight plan set, it's showing us all this other stuff. I think there's another little airfield here that we could land at. I'm not sure if that's what that means, but interesting that there's so much that I never really see, because I'm just used to flying VFR rules and doing my own thing. But when you are following these procedures, it gives you a bunch of other stuff for you to see in the cockpit for people that like that. Okay, then quickly use nose up or nose down buttons to set your climb to 700 feet per minute. You should see your primary flight display of 4,000 in blue on top of your altimeter. For your selected altitude, and blue 700 for climb vertical speed. Okay, we didn't do... oh, that's just... We did that already. I mean, we just flew. Nose up and nose down is for people that I guess are not using a stick, which is fine. You can play this with... Oh, are you out there, Sheepa? You already spotted me? Oh, Matt's back here too. Nice. Ah, feels good to have the old crew back, huh? Awesome. Vasconcelos, an applause for Sheepa and Matt Rock for joining us here. Thanks for coming along, people. There he is. Sneaking Dodo also in a 172. Matt is in a Beaver, I think, a DHC2. I think it's a Beaver all the way up there. Maybe it's not quite visible just yet. You can barely make him out. Oh yeah, let's get the ILS frequency tuned. Well, why am I doing this? Well, while my plane is just doing its thing, I'm going to take a look at the guide. Alright. Keep flying to your GPS waypoint, show you flying over Lenin. Initial approach fix. Okay, so this is what we're doing right now. We're flying over Lenin. Okay, I guess that's an approach fix, whatever that means. Press proc procedures in your primary flight display and hit enter to select vectors to final. Primary flight display. Okay, primary flight display is this one, I think. There should be a proc button. There it is. Proc. We're gonna press that. Let me go back a bit to see if something changes on the screen. All right. And there it is. Hit enter to select vectors to final. I'm just gonna hit enter right there, right below procedure, enter. Enter. All right. And now it's okay. Basically, it put us in a little holding pattern there, it looks like. And now that I activated this, the procedure for vectors to final, now the airplane is doing its thing to get us back on the Magenta line going north, I think. And thanks, Matt. I'm going to look into the setting up the ILS frequency now. Now see no blank, Golf, Unicorn, Yankee, Charlie, Echo, FAF, final approach fix. Is that what we're seeing? There it is. Golf, Unicorn, Yankee, Charlie, Echo, final approach fix. All right. Press APR approach mode on the autopilot control header and let aircraft fly all the way to the runway. Really? That's it? Okay, press APR approach mode on the autopilot control header. APR, there it is. Approach mode. Did it go? Whoa! Hey, Raz! I think that did it. And let the aircraft fly all the way to the runway. Please note, selecting APR will allow the aircraft to fly the approach for you. Don't worry if you start to lose altitude, it's guiding itself down the glide slope. After passing Golf, Unicorn, Yankee, Charlie, Echo, final approach fix, you'll see that runway 35 map missed approach point. That's your final leg. Pull back power when you're getting close to the runway. Do not disable autopilot and assist the autopilot land the aircraft of Genco. Do not disable autopilot and assist autopilot land the aircraft of gentle yoke pulls for a flare so you don't hit deck too hard or disengage the autopilot. The achievement should pop right after touchdown. Happy flying. All right. It doesn't tell me anything about getting the ILS frequency tuned, Raz. I'm not sure if that's something that was already done from us doing that setup on the map there before we got in the airplane. But is the ILS frequency, are these them? That's nav. And that's communication. Navigation and communication. Seems to be following the flight path right there. There is Guy C. Can always double check. Yes, that's it, nav. And is the ILS frequency always the same one, Raz? Is this 113.9 or 0? I like how when you zoom in here, you can see like the individual pixels of this thing. Always do it old school analog style. Yeah, I'm just following this. This is the guide I'm following right here if you want to do this achievement with me. But I totally prefer analog as well. So the next time, right after this, you could try the analog style. And there's the airfield right there already. Wait, is that the one? I think that's here. Let's take a look at the range on this. No, it's a little bit further up. No, I think that's it. Runway 35, right? Yeah, Kilo Sierra Lima November. That's it. We can already see our airfield. Awesome. Carry burn the aggregate RPM too high. Ooh. You're right. What's that enunciator saying now? Okay. No blue lever in this one. Red, okay, copy. Copy, leaned it. Right, it's flying into the approach. It says do not disable the autopilot, just leave it on and you just help it a bit with the stick, which is really weird for me. But let's do it. I have Matt and Sheepa here with me. Don't need too much. Don't want to cut off engine. Copy. Little bumpy here. Terrible advice, but okay. Which one? I usually leave full rich when I'm landing, but we're about to land here. I'm gonna let her fly right in. Should I put down a bit of flaps? I'm gonna put down the flaps. Oh, leave the OP all the way. Yeah, I think that is pretty terrible advice as well. I mean, it just sounds like really weird advice. Put down the flaps, Sheepa. See, this Top Gun Maverick maneuver. I pulled down the flaps and Sheepa like flew right by. Alright, let's do manual. Unfortunately, I don't have landing guesstimator because SimToolkit Pro is giving me issues. I mean, isn't what the ILS is for? Like, you have zero visibility and it should actually basically land the airplane, put you right at the end of the runway, and you just control the power and a bit of flare. Let's see what happens. I wish I had SimToolkit Pro activated right now so I could do that. Alright, and we're down. Let's keep flying the airplane. Up until you can see the runway or lights. Alright. I forgot to ask for permission to land and everything. Let's see if we got the achievement. And let's observe Matt's landing. Did Sheepa land already? Did we get the achievement? Let's see. Yeah, we did it! Vasconcelos, give us an applause. We got the ILS, alright. That wasn't too bad. We got the ILS Stay on Target Microsoft Flight Simulator achievement. I think Matt's way out there. Don't know where Sheepa went. There he is. There he comes. Matt, in DHC2, I think this is the Beaver Canadian airplane. There's quite a few Canadian bush planes making their way to Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 now. This is one of my favorite sounding airplanes in the default Microsoft Flight Simulator install. Very nice landing. I was a little slow with my camera there. And sheep was right here. So now what do we switch over to? I'm going to switch over to a steam gauge Cessna 172. And we'll try to do it, we'll try to take off from this airfield and come right back in with a steam gauge 172. Vasconcelos, you can get Soundscape back on, thank you. All right, and we want the regular one. Where is she? Just a Skyhawk. Okay. If there's a, oh yeah, totally. We could do another. We could do another leg. We could do a different. Let's see what else we have around here. Should we go maybe here to this? This looks like a dam. Could be an interesting place to look at. Manhattan. Different Manhattan from New York, but Manhattan Regional. Should we go there? Let's see how far that is. That's 45-minute leg. It's a little longer. We have Minneapolis just north. Maybe let's go a little closer. Although I don't know, does it show you if it has ILS? Let's maybe go to Abilene Municipal Airport. Kilo 78. And I'm gonna click underneath here. I had never known that there was more stuff here. No, here you go. First here, low altitude airways. Then here, direct. And then here, let's go RNAV 35. I don't know what's the difference between 17 and 30. That's like a what, north or south, basically, because of the runways. Let's go to RNAV 35 again. And let's do this. Alright, so I'm going to change here on the stream that now we're going from Kilo Sierra Lima November to Kilo 78 Abilene Municipal Airfield. I'm just going to start straight from the runway. And we already got the achievement, but I want to. Matt says he likes doing. I love the analog airplanes too, without all the glass MFDs. The Futura Light loves. I love them too, but I prefer the. I prefer the gauges. What was it? Kilo 78. And now we've got gauges. We're still in a 172. But now we have gauges. So let's see if we can figure out how to do this from here. All right, tower.
Salina Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra IFR to Kilo 78 ready to copy.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is cleared to Kilo 78 Airport as filed. Takeoff runway tree 5 climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Departure frequency is 1 tree for decimal 9er squawk 546 tree.
Your fave 172, I assume, is the RG version. Sad Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't have it. What's the RG version?
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, cleared to Kilo 78 Airport as filed. Takeoff runway tree 5 climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Departure on 1 tree 4 decimal 9er squawk 546 tree.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, read that correct. Contact ground on 121 decimal 9er. Good day.
Okay, I think I already did it.
Salina Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra with Alpha ready to taxi IFR.
I mean, already on the runway. I don't know why there. You got confused there.
X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi 2 and hold short of runway tree 5 using taxiway Bravo. Contact tower on 119er decimal tree when ready.
More powerful engine and retractable. Oh, retractable gear. And Matt says Coronado are making on 182 RG. There you go, Raz. That's good. That's good to know.
Hold short runway tree 5 via taxiway Bravo Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, let's turn to the tower and request takeoff clearance.
Salina Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready for IFR departure runway tree 5.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf.
Ciao. What's up?
6. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 5.
Amber just looked in and laughed at me. I don't know. Do I look like a freaking? Do I look like some? Do I look like a flight simulator nerd? All right, Tao. Let's go.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 5 Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
All right, we're clear to take off. Let's do it. I'm gonna set my altimeter here already. Let's see if it's already set for me. Looks a little bit different from the other one. Where's the altitude? Is that the vertical speed there? Oh no, that's the frequency. Oops. These are the frequency. Okay. GPS range. Let's just take off and see what happens. Don't need that much flap. All right, we're up.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Kansas City Center on 1 tree 4 decimal 9er. Good day.
One tree 4 decimal 9er hypertext 01.
Kansas City.
Kansas City Center HYPRTXTHER01 is at 1,900 feet, climbing 3,000 feet.
Hypertext 01 Kansas City Center altimeter tree 0 decimal 0 tree continue.
A little bit of turbulence hitting the airplane here.
Hypertext 01 climb and maintain 3,400 feet.
All right.
Climb and maintain 3,400 feet, Hypertext 01.
All right, 3,400.
Hypertext 01 contact approach on 121.25. Good day.
Going to 121.25, Hypertext 01.
There's 121.25.25.
Approach HYPRTXTHER01
Ooh.
is at 2,500 feet, climbing 3,400 feet.
Hypertext 01 approach altimeter tree 0.0 tree. Continue as planned. Hypertext 01 contact Kansas City Center on 1 tree 4.9er. Good day.
I'm getting confused here.
134.9er, Hypertext 01.
I keep chewing to everyone else.
Kansas City Center HYPRTXTHER01 is passing 3,001.
Whoa!
Climbing 3,400 feet.
Hypertext 01 Kansas City Center altimeter tree 0.0 tree. Continue as planned. Hypertext 01 contact approach on 121.25. Good day.
I think it's bugged.
Hypertext 01.
See, this is the problem if an AI takes over. All right, let's just forget that. Let's keep going. I think we're going east.
Alaska 24, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Southwest tree 880.
I'm really confused now because my
60.
wait, there it is. There it is. That's where we're going to, I think. Is that it where we're going to? I thought we were going east.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60 Alaska 24.
They sound really passive aggressive when they say good day. They do. I mean, they're probably tired.
Maintain flight level tree 60 Southwest tree 880.
I'm very confused by this flight plan. I don't see anything.
Alaska 24 traffic.
I'm just gonna set a direct to.
Flight level tree 50 generic. Report them in sight.
Before I get my head in the cockpit here and crash the airplane, what I'm gonna do is let's just keep heading this direction. Let's set
Alaska 24 traffic
our heading
in sight.
to our current heading, basically straight east. Let's just keep going east. It looks like the Atari logo, the heading thing. A little bit. It's missing one shape there. Let's just put the heading over there. Then let's get back to autopilot. Where the heck is the autopilot on this thing? Down here. Let's click on heading and let's click autopilot heading mode so that it keeps going the heading that we set, which should be east. There it is. It's doing its thing. Let's lay back on the throttle a little bit. And now that the plane is being flown for us on that heading, let's see if we can make our own flight plan here. I must have pressed the wrong button, or maybe starting on the runway confused the thing. But let's click direct to. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Wait, yeah, runway, that's 35, that's fine. Not Abilene. Direct to... Flight plan, position, no. It's up here,
County H52 climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Ah, here you go. It was Kilo 78, I think.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 60 County 852.
So this back thing here moves the cursor and the little front thing changes the value. Kilo 78, there it is, Abilene Municipal Airfield in Kansas. Alright, enter. And the flight plan, I wanted to do the ILS thing, so let's actually go back. How do you go back on this? Let's activate that. But then we want the ILS.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 60. Climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Generic Niner Mike Alpha.
Flight plan here. Let's. I think this is the ILS thing.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 60. Spirit Wings 888.
All right.
Connie H52 climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
These things moved.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Connie H52.
Let's take a look to make sure we're okay out here. Looks I think we're okay.
Flight level 400. Alaska 24 contact Kansas City Center on 127 decibel tree 5. Good day.
Oh shit! Did I cancel it? Wow. Okay.
127 decibel tree 5 Alaska 24.
Instead of doing direct to,
Generic 7 Tango Echo climb
let's
and maintain
just
flight
mess
level
around here. Let's see
400.
flight plan. Enter. I don't know if down here, this thing, this is visual flight rules. They want me to just fly over there, and then is that little thing
Generic 7 Tango Echo climb
over
and
here
maintain
the
flight level
ILS thing?
400.
Maybe. I'm not sure. We're just gonna keep flying over there and see what happens.
Descend and maintain
And
flight
let's
level tree
tune into a
60.
different frequency because this
Approach HYPRTXTHER01 is at 6,000.
I'm at 6,000?
Descending 3,400 feet.
Hypertext 01 approach altimeter tree 0.02. Continue as planned.
Alright.
Hypertext 01, you are 1 tree miles southwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway tree 5 approach via Echo transition. Cleared to Echo.
Whoa. Okay, whatever that means.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway tree 5 approach via Echo transition. Cleared to Echo Hypertext 01. Approach HYPRTXTHER01. Requesting vector to next waypoint.
Whoa, I was thinking those in a chopper right here.
Continue to Echo turning and following heading 1 tree 5.
Alright, let's turn off the autopilot. There's a chopper right in front of me. This is the first time flying a chopper information here. What a slow airplane! Wow, I was pointing straight up. I was climbing like a BF-109 here. And there's Ras! I'm keeping my head in the cockpit here. A lot of stuff going on out there, and I just have my head in the cockpit. I think this is only good for me to know, like, total emergency. Like, if I ever flew in an airplane and the weather really suddenly closed in and we couldn't see a thing, then it would be useful, I guess, to know how to do the ILS approach. We got Frankie Django out there. Wow, this looks like a A-team scene.
When you are 2,600 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 3,400 feet altimeter tree 0.0.
It wasn't my fault. I guess it was my fault.
Descend and maintain 3,400 feet. Hypertext 01.
Even the freaking Bell 407, Raz and a 172. Whoa! Tower, this is Hypertext Hero. We have some guy on a chopper here flying quite recklessly near us. Can you let us know something about that, over? I will pay money for the first person that makes a paintball air combat working mod for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I want to have paintball guns attached on the under the wings here, and I want to be able to have like just a little painted target reticle on the front here, and I want to be able to open fire with paintballs on Sheepa's chopper and dogfight of Raz. Tower, the Hypertext Hero, I have not... Whoa! I have not heard any comment about you. I'm being currently buzzed by a 172 and a Bell 407. Evasive maneuvers, I'm gonna go low, over. They won't answer my question. All I care about is I'm going east. And let's follow this road here. Oh, watch out! Microsoft Flight Simulator screen of death if I go too far higher than 160.
Climb and maintain 3,400 feet, Hypertext 01.
So disobeying orders. I'll just let him terminate radio control. Good day. An applause for the passive-aggressive Microsoft Flight Simulator air traffic control. Good day. What was it? 1200? Want me to squawk? Where's the squawker on this thing? I know in the 152. I don't know this one so well. I'm low in altitude now. Where the heck is the squawker? Where's the what are those things called? The good day, you asshole. Good day, asshole. Is this the this is the squawker here? I don't know if this is called a squawker, but I think it's 1200, right? Okay, no more fly following for me, I guess. Where's K78? Where is there? Oh, there it is. We're passing it. Now, if I want to get ILS done now, how would I do this? Because ILS is, I think, is a totally automated thing. I think there's these little lights here, if I remember right, that if we get on the glide slope, they will light up. I don't know. I did it with the, we already got the achievement. We did it with the G1000 following that plan. That was pretty simple. With this one, a little bit more complicated. We'll just go for a landing on the airfield. Raz is right here with me. We can dodo fly. I'm gonna slow down a bit so he can catch up on the Bell 407. And let Raz catch up as well. Futura! Speaking of flight sim, getting close to Gladiator. Thank you again for your help, man. Appreciate it. You should ask VKB for a referral platform. I would love to. It's my pleasure to help people who help me, and generally nice people such as yourself, Futura. Thank you very much for saying that. Let's try to help Futura Light, whose flight stick broke, people. Is trying to get a new flight stick. He's eyeing the VKB, which is what I'm using here, which I love very much. So if you can afford to help out, please go while you stream over there and contribute. We have some nice people contributing. I'm gonna get some visuals here. My pleasure, Futura. There you go, side view looks cooler. I was just, we're flying like in Kansas now. I got this ILS achievement, and now I was gonna fly to this other airfield. we're going the wrong way now. I think we passed it. I'm gonna turn 180 degrees back, people. We're currently at about 220. We're gonna go to 040. Here it goes. Let's do it from the outside view. Zero 40, here we go. We're trying to get to Kilo 78. It's obscured by, I think the RW35 is, I think, our runway designation or ILS designation. I'm still confused by that. Oh yeah, Fog lives in Kansas, right? I haven't seen Fog for a while. Have you heard of Fog lately, Futura? Still doing basically testing Microsoft Flight Simulator streams. Seems pretty smooth now. Eventually we'll get NeoFly going again. Granson, Texas. Maybe there was someone else at... The airfield is right up here, I think. Somewhere. There it is. There it is. Let's just do a regular landing. We already got our ILS achievement. Let's just go to Abilene Municipal. Let's talk to traffic. There's no tower in this. See what the weather's like.
Kilo 78 automated weather observation 1900 Zulu. Wind 144 at 5.
144 at 5, so the wind is coming from 144. That's gonna be basically the direction we're traveling right now. Pretty strong crosswind, I think, coming from the east-southeast. And 5 knots, I think. Let's fly low over it and see if we spot a windsock and try to confirm that. For now, I'm gonna say 35.
Kilo 78, traffic HYPRTXTHERO 14 miles southwest, 3,600
Landing.
feet, inbound to land runway tree 5.
Landing guesstimator currently disabled because Flight Toolkit Sim Toolkit Pro was just giving me a black screen after I updated. I couldn't click on connect to Sim, so I couldn't get that working. But I didn't want to spend time troubleshooting that on stream, so I'm just gonna leave that for the next one. What I love about the Cessna 172 is that you can actually, the wing is right here. You can see like all the way out front of the leading edge of this wing. It's a really nice vibe, this cockpit here. Sheepa in his Bell 407 fast chopper, keeping up with us no problem. They're usually pretty... SimToolkit Pro is usually pretty good. It's the first time I have a problem with it, of the black screen actually, so I don't know if it was my error, but it was after the last update that I got that. It said restart computer, but I didn't feel like doing that. Vasconcelos, let's get back to the real world here. Right, cutting power. I'm gonna do a high aspect landing. I don't know if that exists, but full left rudder, composite of right aileron to slow the airplane down. Basically a forward slip. Okay, we're down here. Now let's kick the flaps, throw the flaps down. Still have the full left rudder. Still have the full left rudder, and we're coming in. And look at all the airspeed we bled, how fast that was. Nice. Whoa! Smashed a couple of lamps on the side of the runway there. Should have backed off the rudder a little bit faster. She was just plonking her down very simply there. Let's observe Sheep as a landing. Choppers are kind of tricky to land if you're not used to them. Tricky for me at least. Oh! The chopper disappeared because I'm too close. Really, in DCS, not a single one must be super hard then, DCS. Brake set. Why did the chopper disappear? Maybe the choppers disappear a little closer than airplanes. Almost, but no. Oh, really? It crashed? And Raz with us here. Oh, the wind at that height was really pushing that chopper around quite a bit, huh? All right. Let me start SimToolkit Pro now and see if maybe it fixed itself. You know, sometimes you just hope that things just fix themselves. Nice. Thanks, Raz. All right, let's try to fire it up. Maybe we can get a couple of landing guesstimator things if it works. Always a pleasure, Raz. People, please go give Raz a follow. He's been slowly getting over the streaming again. We might have some Division 2 action between Futura, Raz, Mort, myself one of these days. SimToolkit Pro, where did you go? Doom 3 or Doom 4? Since Raz is here, you're both interested in playing yeah, let's do it. Should we schedule it in? Tonight I'm playing Elden Ring of Arthur, and I have work to do after the stream in about half hour. But Doom Eternal, ooh, never played that one. So many games. But I'll totally be up for scheduling some Division 2 Futura, either during your stream. That's fine for me. Although it would have to be weekend then, because generally the time you're streaming these days I'm working. Yeah, I'm basically getting black screen of SimToolkit Pro. Here's the problem, I'll show you right now. So this is what SimToolkit Pro looks like right now. So you see, like, it says that SimToolkit Pro SimToolkit Pro Twitch board joined, but it hasn't because I don't see anything to click to connect it to. So I'm gonna just try to restart my PC after the stream and see if that fixes that. And hey, Sokolas, welcome. Yeah, this is Track IR. So this is basically, I'll show you. Actually, let me add that again. So basically, for flight simulators, one second, I have to get the... Mama, te ligo daqui a 5 minutos, tá? Ou meia hora, tá? Beijo, tudo bem? Tudo bem. So basically, when you're playing a flight simulator that you're in an airplane, like, you know, here, I can look to the left, I can look to the right, I can lean in, I can go back, you know. So basically, as these three things here, and above my monitor, I have one of these little things here. All right, it looks like a Xylon sensor, or like if you go to a shopping mall or something like that, and or any type of place like an airport that you walk and a door magically opens before you. It's basically this infrared thing that detects these reflective surfaces on this thing. This is one called Track IR. There's free ones. Futura uses one of those. I think Sheepa's using it too. That you can basically, they can detect your face. Like these days you can detect like your, you know, two eyes and like a nose or a mouth or something. And there's some that like you put a big pixel, print out a big pixel and you put it on your head and it detects that. And so basically you look around. I have a button on my like here, right here on my stick. I have a button right here that centers it, and I have another button on my stick that freezes it, because then you know, I can move it and nothing happens. Sometimes you want to freeze it. And so I look around and it detects the motion, and you can also see that's what it's detecting right there. And for flight simulators and these games that you have to look around a lot, it's really useful to have this stuff. So that's what that is. All right, I think I have you on that feature, but oh, Raz is gonna try it. Okay. Task manager. Okay, let's try it. Control Alt Delete. Go into Task Manager. Let's quit Sim Toolkit Pro. Ichiro says, one thing I hate about flight sims is that I always have to use a hat. I hate hat hair. Yes. Except when I are in too much light. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt too. Are they ever going to add shared cockpit to Microsoft Flight Simulator? I have a friend of mine, Respo, he would love to do shared cockpit, and that's probably the only way I would ever fly an airliner would be shared cockpit of a friend, because I would just want to keep going to the I would just want to keep going to the little kitchenette to get snacks and you know, play video games on a Steam Deck and stuff. I would want someone else to fly the plane. These airliners are way too complicated for me. All right, let's do a workaround, okay? SimToolkit Pro is not working. I don't know what's going on. let's do a workaround here. Our current position for people, anybody who wants to join us, we are currently at Kilo 78. I think we're in Kansas. I'm not sure if the K in front of all this stuff means mean the state you're in the Federal Aviation Authority airfield designation rules here or something. But this is where we are right now. We're in Key. Where is it? We're currently, I'll put it right here. We're in K78.
K78. Kilo 78 FM, powered by Razwasabi, Futuralight, Sheepa, Sokolas, Matt Rog, and anyone else out there listening. I hope you're having a good Monday.
Yeah, I have the clip too, but dude, when I wear a headset, my ears start like smoke starts coming out of them, you know, it really... All right, let's find it. Let's just. I wanted to try this. Let's try a workaround, okay? The workaround is as follows. I'm gonna fire up. What's it called? I'm gonna fire up NeoFly. Look where the tower is across the... I think that looks a bit inaccurate for this airfield. I've even thought, Fichero, of really... Because I can do that with my non-video game streams. Video games can be a little too loud and the sound gets picked up by this thing. But I've been thinking about playing with the filters for my mic so that I can have the sound coming out of the speakers here. So I'm lucky enough to be able to have a room that generally, you know, I'm not going to bother anyone else with sound coming out of the speakers. I've been thinking about messing around with that so that I don't have to wear headphones at all. Just like I'm running an earwax off. All right, let's fire up NeoFly, because I don't know if they removed that in recent versions of NeoFly, but they did. NeoFly did have a facility that would detect your feet per minute landing speed. It does not have a Twitch bot that's attached to it, so it doesn't appear. It wouldn't appear on chat. But we could, you know, just say, okay, we're gonna use NeoFly, and then we'll just after the landing, we'll go to NeoFly and we'll see what was the landing rate detected there, and then do it like that manually. Matt says, I have an old pair of headphones that I cut the cord on. I wear them rotated. That's a good idea. You just cut it. You wear it as a tiara. Dude, I would love to see a photo of that. You probably don't want to. I mean, I don't know if you probably don't want to share a photo or something, but I would love to see a picture of that. I've been looking for a freaking tiara to wear on my head. I had one for a while, but it was a kid's one because we just found it here in a drawer somewhere. But it was too tight around my head. But I look like a wanker, but it's very good. There you go. I mean, sometimes I forget that I'm wearing this, you know, and I go to the kitchen, and sometimes there's other people here, and everyone just look at me, and they really think I'm some freaking weirdo, you know. I guess I am, you know, flight sim weirdo. Little whiskey, drink coffee. Doable, you have to run a pretty stout filter. And yeah, that's the trouble, right? Then it can cut out your own voice and stuff. And you're gonna have to put your mic way closer to your mouth,
like this. Gonna have to keep the mic covering my mouth like a Mickey Mouse all the time. Alternatively, Futura says you can check out NVIDIA Broadcast app, and if you have an RTX GPU card, you should be able to cut out your speaker pretty dang effectively without running filter. I tried that. Razwasabi got himself some Japanese whiskey duty-free, and Matt Matt says, yeah, I once answered the door to a delivery driver.
This face, like, who the heck is this person, you know? What the heck? Chifa, how is that whiskey? I think the best whiskey, I know that the Japanese, they like their whiskey because I've read quite a few Haruki Murakami novels. But, I think the best whiskey, I'm not a whiskey drinker. After a 4-day hangover I had once, I'm not drinking it again, I'm sorry. But maybe if I'm already drunk, I can be convinced to have a whiskey and then I'll have a really bad day the next day, but or next 4 days. But I did once have a Lafroig, a 10-year-old bottle of Lafroig with a friend of mine who's a connoisseur. I think it's Scottish. Chivas Regal. Isn't that the really cheap one? In Brazil, I think that's a really cheap whiskey. I don't know if that's considered a 4-day hangover turned into 3, into 2, into 1, into come or bust. You saying Harold the dog, Shifa? All right. Let me fire up Neofly. Where the heck is it? Did I fire it up? All right, I'm not really doing Neofly here. I'm just going to, I'm not going to start, this is not going to be a serious career. I just want to see if it actually detects your, here, I'll show you what I'm doing. Display capture. I'm just gonna start it so that we'll just go to 152, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. Oh, dude, I don't have these. That's why that's that thing, I guess. Anyone ever fly a Vans? Oh man, this is the one I want. I want the God Franz one. That's next for me, I think. This is just a test, so I'm not really starting a career here. Let's put a hypertext. Hotel Tango X-Ray Tango Hotel. Okay, I'll put where we are here. We're at Kilo 78, I believe. We'll just keep this. Here we'll go. We'll go with. Let's go with the redhead, short-haired girl. All right. And yes, Shiva Kurayoshi, 18 years. Whoa. Kura nice and Shiva's Regal is cheap, but it's still good in taste. Okay, I mean I can run of that. Where's Neofly? Oh, it's on my other monitor. Let me bring it over to this monitor. Standby. And look at this. Now we can maximize it. Isn't that awesome? We can actually maximize Neofly. There's Elena. We can see Elena now. Never seen Elena before. Jobs panel Elena tip. Here you'll find all the jobs that are suited to your pilot and chosen aircraft. Oh, I miss Neofly. We have to start this soon. It's been a pretty good stream today. I haven't had connection issues, I think, so I think we're in a good. We're doing good with this with this testing. Raz says the second go-to whiskey here in Aruba, Chivas Regal. And Future says we're not seeing what you're doing. Not sure if it's intentional. That was not intentional. I apologize. It was on the other screen and I didn't realize. You know, top shelf incompetence here, Future. Please don't let the gods of the internet. I know, like crossing fingers. The gods, oh, the gods. Okay, your pilot rank location earnings can be seen at the top of your current aircraft just below. This is nice. I like these tips panel. Okay. Pilot rank. Location and earnings can be seen at the top of your current aircraft just below. Okay, so this is my pilot rank over here. I'm currently a cadet, okay? The next rank is second officer. I bet that bar there is an experience point bar. We're currently at Kilo 78. And we have $5,000. Working down the page, you'll then see a row of filters. These filters will help you pick up a type of job you would take. So here are the filters, I believe. All right. Some of these have minimum ranks. Towards the bottom left, you will see all the jobs available to you after the filters have been applied. You can click on any job and more info will be given. Pop, pop, pop. Bottom right of this page show all the jobs on the map. Okay. Sounds good. But what I'm interested to right now, I'm not going to start a new because well, I don't have a lot of time left. I have more work to do today, unfortunately. All right, but what I want to check is I do think that with NeoFly, it will measure your feet. It will calculate your feet per minute, how hard your airplane touches down. I used to be like down. Wait, no, I don't want to exit. It used to be like in the logs, I think. Where is it? NeoFly settings. Here you go, log. All right. So I think here you go. See the landing? I think here it will say feet per minute. So what I'm going to do, the cool thing about NeoFly is you don't have to take one of the cool things about it is you don't have to take a mission to fly. You can just fly and it'll track your airplane, okay? This up here is green, so it's Microsoft Flight Simulator connection status. Green light go, I think we're good. And here you go, log Atlanta tip. Log is where you find details of all your flights. You can view all the details of each flight and see any bonuses awarded to you. If you own an airline, you can select airline logs only. There's also a flight path tool for looking at your route. Cool. All right, we have invalid credentials for my Bing key. I don't know what. Oh, I didn't put it there. I'm gonna have to find that again. I probably have it somewhere here. Oh dear. Okay, but I think the Bing key is only to show like different layers of this map. So here it's telling us we're over there. Let's take a quick look. Let's see if our Bing key is can be found over here. Here, I'll hide this real quick. And in capture, see if NeoFly will be captured here. Oh. Copy that feature. Have a good evening, man. Let me take a quick look to see if my Bing key is around. Vasconcelos could put a little soundscape while we're waiting for me to find this Bing key. Matt taxiing there while we're doing this. I'm gonna do a search for Bing key. Bing key. How much money did Microsoft pay whatever public relations or advertising agency to come up with the name Bing? I think I may have had to put this in a little nav map, so I'm going to fire that up and see if it's over there, if I can copy and paste from there. I used to remember it, but maybe one of the later versions of NeoFly lost that information. So check if I have any emails here. Nope, pretty quiet today. Service results run great with Bing. Oh, you need a free Bing map key, neofly.net/Bing key. Okay. neofly.net/Bing key. Bing. A Bing key is required to pull data from Bing to generate missions and data with Neofly. It is also required for Neofly to work correctly. Don't worry, Bing keys are free. Whoa, here comes Matt! I love the sound of that airplane. So awesome. I already created a Bing key, so let's try to find it. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to look up my password for that. And I'm so excited that Microsoft Flight Simulator is working properly again. I miss this video game. It's a video game that you have to make your own goals and missions, you know. And Neofly helps with that. Saved. Let's take a look around. Let's try this. What will happen when AI can automatically sign up for millions of accounts and beat all CAPTCHAs? What's gonna happen then? All right, wonderful. The entire internet security system of passwords and stuff is based on a hack, and that hack is to have an email address that you receive a confirmation code that it's really you. Everything depends on that. If that breaks one day, I don't know, problem. Well, the helicopter, or was it an airplane? Yes, stay signed in, thank you. I'll just let it set a new password for me automatically. I think biometrics, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, Apollo. It's not time for your food yet, but close. Alright, Bing Maps portal. Sign in. We're signed in already. A fingerprint in my browser. Alright. Map service, my account, my keys. Oh, the Cub, Savage Cub. I think that was probably the first ever airplane I flew in this. First or second. Fun little thing. Alright, here it is. I got the key. Copy key. Let's get back to NeoFly. There's my Bing Maps key, NeoFly. Alright, and I think we're good. Let's go back to logs. And let me close this and put it up here. Whoa. Mash the other monitor of that. Matt says, tell me about it. I had a domain name lapse on me, lost access to loads of stuff because I used to use it as an email address. Yeah, man, for mine, I almost had one of those lapses once, and then what I did is when I got paid once, I was like, screw this, and I bought it for 10 years. My main domain names. And I set it on auto renew. The thing is, if 10 years pass, hopefully I'll remember to, I get notifications, you know, but if you have a credit card or something and it's expired and you have to, the credit card is not there because no one's really going to give you a credit card number that works past 10 years. So it's, I totally understand how that can happen, you know. It's just, you know, don't keep all your eggs in one basket and stuff is what I try to do with this, because it's often a matter of time that you're gonna forget about something, or something's gonna go wrong with a security issue in some application. And you know, and the basics, keep all your passwords for different sites separate. But constant cat and mouse game. I'm very lucky and happy that there's really good people working for the good side, you know, including a couple of friends of mine. So if anyone here ever has a huge issue with something like that, I can probably help if you reach out to me. Fuckers. Wow, that is horrible. Oh my god, so someone basically re-registered it? That's, yeah, no, screw that. Alright, we're gonna try to take off and we're gonna keep an eye on our logs here. And we're just gonna go around and land in the airfield again. We're right here, Kilo 78. Vasconcelos, thank you for that sound. We'll close this. Let me go back to the game capture, look at this afterwards. And let's close everything we don't need here. And let's try a landing and see if NeoFly itself can detect our feet per minute. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna restart here because our airplane is supposed to be a Cessna 152. Anyone remember where you put your where in Microsoft Flight Simulator you put, is it in your profile that you put your what the game refers you to? Your code. Anyway, we'll go to, it says the 152. We're gonna go to Kilo 78. And one problem with this system, if you don't use SimToolkit Pro, we're gonna stick with SimToolkit Pro, okay? But I just want to check this. One problem is that I would have to manually see what people guessed and then cross-check. There's not too many people, it's not a big problem, but if a bunch of people are guessing, it's an issue, all right? NeoFly is talking to Microsoft Flight Simulator because Elena's talking here with us. And we're going to take off. We're gonna do a circuit around the pattern, and we're gonna land and see, keep an eye on our logs. All right. Oh, I don't have a Skyforce Sim NG installed running right now. Maybe I should get that running as well. But let's just not worry about it. Let's just see if NeoFly detects it full power.
Enjoy your personal flight, pilot. You can search for more jobs after you land.
Thank you, Lena. Hope you're having a good Monday. All right, let's do, I think it's left-hand traffic patterns in the States. Let's go left-hand traffic here. It's an uncontrolled airfield. I'm just gonna go around and I'm gonna land again, and we're gonna check if NeoFly detected our feet per minute. Hey Mort, how are you, man? We got Raz here, we got Futura Light, and we got myself. 3 people with Division 2. Try to schedule in. Next weekend I could probably do it. During the week's a little tricky for me unless it's during the time I stream. 2 to 4 p.m. I could try to do that. Elena has always been the dispatcher in our little aviation amateur fly-by-night aviation company here, Futura. The Pigeon Plate is generally whoa, dude! Thank you so much for the converting the Prime sub to tier 1 sub. I appreciate it, Raz. Thank you so much. All right, here we go, landing. Not a bit of time next weekend, but I'm getting ready for Mad Week for UK Games Expo. Are you doing anything on that? Are you running like some board gaming stuff? Mort? Is that in London? That's not the Norwich one, right? That Norwich one is in Norwich. Bezos has devalued Prime subs. They're not equivalent to regular sub anymore. No clue. I wouldn't be surprised. Twitch has a new CEO, I think. Last 3 months or something. I heard some people are not thrilled. I haven't really followed. I just saw some headlines.
We have touchdown. Contact ground for your parking assignment.
Prime sub is worth more than a regular sub. Also holding American friends. Cool. Running 5 games in Birmingham. All right. Okay, let's take a look at what happened. I'm gonna go to NeoFly. And I do not see anything on the log. So I am going to have to fix this Sim Toolkit Pro issue. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fix it by restarting it and then spending some time. But nothing on the log. Unless it's something somewhere else that it oh, maybe I have to wait, maybe I have to set brakes to make it into a finished flight. Let's turn off the engine.
Ready for engine start.
All right. Oh, yes, we did get it. Okay, here, I'll show you. All right, so on NeoFly over here, it does keep track. I'm gonna go on the NeoFly Discord and submit a request, a suggestion to have something similar to SimToolkit Pro that it detects the landing rate. We got a minus 102 feet per minute. All right. So we could potentially just use this, but then it's not attached to a Twitch bot. A Twitch bot. Sure thinks of it a double sub. Uses a Prime customer, already got one free sub to a channel. On top of that, if a viewer wants to show additional support, they can do another one, so doubling it. BNB, who needs gears anyway? What are you talking about, Shiba? Sorry, I'm missing it. Are you here in the 3D world with me or something? Look at that thing. Anyways, I'm out of order bitching about subs. It's all right. Someone can redeem out of order here if they want. There's an out of order redeemable now, if it's still working. Maybe we should pick this plane to be our first plane. I did fly it the other day. It's like a little ultralight. The Pipistrel. All right. So on to-do list for the next stream, get SimToolkit Pro working again so that our landing guesstimator things is working again. NeoFly seems to be working well. I think the stream has been relatively stable. If someone didn't see it, has some issues, just let me know so that I can note it down. It's 4:07. I'm 7 minutes past the hour. I'm gonna have to get going. What is it? A built-in plane or is it a custom one?
Sir, you're out of order. Sir, you're out of order. I show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trash. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this plane. Sir, you're out of order. I show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trash. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this plane.
Those are fun. I flew the electric. Thanks, Matt and Shipa. I flew the electric first ever on Aruba. Looks a lot like it was... Oh, it's an electric airplane, this thing? Really? Can we go inside even though it's a three... It's an AI plane. They still render the stuff inside. Ooh, it does. Interesting.
Sir, you're out of order.
I show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trash. I'd show you, but I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too fucking blind. If I was the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this plane.
All right, I'm gonna have to go, people. I still have work to do. I have to go to the grocery store. And I have Elden Ring later tonight of Arthur. Not that one, the one I fly, and it looks like that one. Copy that, the one you flew. All right, well, thanks so much, Raz. Thank you so much, Sheepa, Futura Light, Mort, Matt. Thank you so much for joining me. All of you, always a pleasure. This was a relatively stable stream in terms of connection, so I think we're moving towards getting Microsoft Flight Simulator back on the menu here with a Neofly and all that good stuff. We're going to be looking at a book called Airline Maps Art, and we're going to be flying some old, not necessarily airliner, but basically old routes, like mail plane routes, anything that we can fly with a small plane that doesn't have a bunch of jet engines and loads of controls. And I'm looking forward to that. All right. Let's go rate someone. If anyone has any suggestions, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to take a look around and see who's out there. Who's can sell us so we can get some music going, please. Thanks, Raz. And have a good week to you, Mort. 1-2 boss Sheepa. I'm gonna get ready to raid somebody out here. Oh, Factual Go is streaming? Let's go raid Factual Go. Never seen Factual Go streaming. All right, people. Lots of love to you all. In about 10 seconds, we're going to be rating Factual Go. One of the first people who ever rated me that run of CDL way back when we started streaming years ago. I'm Tex, you're awesome. Peace out.
On the farm, I had to sell my prized rooster to make ends meet. Dollop was very upset. Here's the chicken barn. Oh, Hypertext Hero, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I cannot change the balance of the music, so it's going to be all of it all at once. Welcome in, Hypertext Hero and Raiders. I am playing Donut County. It is all very delightful and loud in here. Rasmusabi, hello. Eric Flight, hi. Welcome in. So I'm just going to continue on. We're now on the chicken barn. Raz, hello. So this game, if you have not played it already, is delightful. You basically have a little hole in the ground, and you just swallow up all the contents. And as you do, the hole gets bigger, and you can swallow up more things. Ooh, and there's puzzles. You can figure out, like, oh, I can't get that tree yet. Okay. There's puzzles that you can, like, figure out how to... Oh, I can get that notebook. There we go. Get the raccoon. I just missed some... Oh, yes. The Raiders missed some odd dialogue, yes.